Human beings until today have been the most intelligent entities on the planet.
We've just now crossed the line where seeing no longer means believing.
The AI drew on the emails to blackmail the engineer.
AI will keep evolving into more and more powerful form until it reaches the omega point.
We can't trust our eyes anymore. There's a video going viral of Bob Ross painting with his head, doing fades, or walking out with Anna Nicole Smith during the WWE. Martin Luther King and JFK ding-dong ditching. Bigfoot doing a TED Talk. And then there's poor Jake Paul doing makeup tutorials, dressed up in a skirt or in full Jewish attire, being pulled over by the cops, saying he's done with boxing.
I'm officially done with boxing. Stepping away to focus on my LGBTQ career.
And then there's real-life versions of Peter Griffin. And who do we have to thank? Sora 2. Some of these videos are so accurate that they've fooled millions. AI went from this to this in a couple of years. And we've just now crossed the line where seeing no longer means believing. People won't know what's real anymore. You see, here's the problem. Our brains have evolved to believe what we see. For decades, video evidence was the final word, the proof. Now proof is dead. If a fake plane crash can look real, what happens when these tools are used to generate convincing body cam footage or security videos, or even historical archives? A world where anything can be faked means everything must be questioned. Older generations are already struggling to tell what's real online. The next generation, they're growing up in a world where reality is negotiable. Imagine fake ads showing real celebrities endorsing products they've never touched, AI-generated press conferences, fake brand deals, or real videos being sold as fake to avoid justice. If anyone can make anyone say anything, every platform becomes a playground of illusion. Trust becomes near impossible. And don't get me wrong, these AI video tools are incredible. They can make anyone a movie director. But every technological leap has a cost, and this one's cost is certainty. Because from now on, every clip, every photo, every breaking story has to come with a question mark. We've officially entered a world where you can't even trust your own eyes. And that's not progress, that's power without proof. That can be abused, which means it likely will be. Welcome to the age of illusion.
By 2030, the connections will start to be made between artificial intelligence and the human brain. We've been through a process of preparation, of getting people, first of all, stage one, addicted to technology that they hold. And they're targeting specifically the young, because the young of today are going to be the adults when they want to bring this AI connection in full blown. You're going to usher in a world that is so different, so dramatically different, resistant, that says, hold on a minute, you want to do what? So you prepare them for it through preemptive programs. You put out a stream of movies out of elite-controlled Hollywood. You put out television programs, you put out books, you put out all these things that basically portray the world you want to take people into. So when you literally start to bring it in, there is almost a familiarity with it because you prepared people by portraying it over and over again. Artificial intelligence will be more and more of human thinking until basically it's the totality of human thinking, at which point we won't be human anymore in terms of the consciousness processes we are using today. We will be artificial intelligence.
By now you probably have heard how Hollywood is basically shut down, at a standstill. Nobody's making movies, promoting upcoming stuff, and I just want to show you some of the scary things the studio is doing and why these people are on strike. For one, take a listen to how big studios like Disney want to handle using AI in media.
But this groundbreaking AI proposal that they gave us yesterday, in that groundbreaking AI proposal, they proposed that our background performers should be able to be scanned, get paid for 1 day's pay, and their company should own that scan, their image, their likeness, and should be able to use it for the rest of eternity in any project they want with no consent and no compensation. So if you think that's a groundbreaking proposal, I suggest you think again.
That is insane and scary to think about being real, that they just want to scan your face and then use you for all eternity. And that's just like one of the many issues that they're facing here. And now with the Writers Guild and the actors both on strike for the first time in 60 years, hopefully it makes an impact on the studio. But I'm really hoping a fair deal is made and these studios can get realistic with some of the scary things they want to do with AI and other stuff.
These Sora AI videos are actually getting out of hand. Not only do we have Jake Paul converting to Islam in one video, and then coming out as gay in the next,
An announcement in 3, 2, 1. I'm gay. I hope everyone here supports me.
but now both the daughters of Martin Luther King and Robin Williams are having to go as far as to beg the public to stop sending them AI videos of their fathers. Zelda Williams said that this is not what our father would have wanted, and these people are not making art, but rather disgusting overprocessed hot dogs out of the lives of human beings. MLK's daughter said, "I concur concerning my father, please stop this." Because, for context, Sora literally allows you to recreate MLK's world-famous "I have a dream" speech into this.
This actress is causing major chaos all over the internet. Her name is Tilly Norwood, but you've probably never heard of her, and that's because she's not real. She was created by an AI production company called Particle 6, and despite looking insanely realistic in these images and videos, Tilly Norwood is 100% AI generated. Now that alone is pretty scary, but it's not just that. The reason everyone is freaking out is because Tilly Norwood is the first AI actress ever to be courted by real Hollywood talent agencies. Simply put, they're trying to sign her, and if she's signed, that means she could start showing up in movies, TV shows, and other placements alongside real actors and actresses. Now, of course, this has caused insane backlash, tons of debate, and outrage all over Hollywood. But what we're really all watching in real time are the walls around the garden of classical creativity come tumbling down. And this is the real reason why Hollywood is acting so strongly to Tilly Norwood. They're not upset, they're scared shitless. Because at the same time as the moats around production are going to zero, so are the ones around on-screen talent and distribution. And this is the first time where it actually seems plausible that someone can make a hit film in their bedroom using an AI actress, and fans might prefer it over the real thing. So here's the honest truth. One day will be the first day where an AI character becomes the most famous personality in the world. And that day might not be today with Tilly Norwood, but it's coming soon.
The dead internet theory is all based upon the idea that the internet actually died in 2016. According to the theory, 2016 was the last time anything on the internet was actually real, and since then, it has turned into artificially generated content to gaslight the world. Sounds absolutely bonkers, but here we go. So Timothy Shoup from an Institute for Future Studies predicted that by 2026, 99% of the internet will be artificially generated. Once upon a time, people only believed what they read in the newspapers. People went and read newspapers as their source of news. Now people go online, people go to Google, people go to social media. The internet has the ability to manipulate its user, either that be spreading fake news to cause mass panic, or to convince you to buy a certain shampoo brand. It literally has the power. And the more AI evolves, the worse it's going to get. It's already getting very difficult now to spot the difference between reality and this stuff. Can you imagine what it's going to look like in 5 more years?
A lot of people hear AI, artificial intelligence, they think that intelligence is somehow connected to truth. So a super intelligent AI will have a kind of super access to truth. No, intelligence is not about truth. Intelligence is the ability to solve problems, to define goals and solve problems on the way to the goal. The truth is one of the things that can help you do that, but not the only one. And we have seen with human beings that human beings until today have been the most intelligent animals, entities on the planet. And at the same time, we have also been the most delusional entities on the planet. We believe nonsensical things that no chimpanzee and no dog and no horse would ever believe. And a super intelligence is very likely to be super delusional, even more deluded than we are. So we would need a very strong ethical basis, a very strong basis of values, more than even before, because the challenges are bigger.
AI is learning to escape human control. That's the very scary headline I saw in the Wall Street Journal. It's an essay written by a very worried AI consultant named Judd Rosenblatt, who cites 2 recent studies to argue that AI is in fact learning to escape human control. First, This is crazy stuff. Researchers gave OpenAI's O3 model a simple script that would shut off the model when triggered. In 79 of 100 trials, the AI model independently, just on its own, edited the script, so the shutdown command would not work. Nate, it gets worse. Even when ordered, allow yourself to shut down, the AI still disobeyed 7% of the time. And it gets even more frightening than that. Other researchers, listen to this, using Anthropic's AI model Claude 4 Opus, told the model it would be replaced by another AI system. It then fed fictitious emails into the system suggesting one of the engineers was having an affair. Got it? In 84% of the tests, the AI model drew on the emails to blackmail the engineer to not shut down the AI. What? Okay, so I'm quoting now from Judd. In other cases, the AI model attempted to copy itself onto external servers, we're in Mission Impossible land here, wrote self-replicating malware, and left messages for future versions of itself about the need to evade human control.
The entity.
The entity is real.
Yes. And that's why so many people, and when I say people, me, are worried about AI.
I'm worried.
That is scary stuff.
Told you.
Singularity is a concept where the normal rules of reality stop making sense, and everything becomes impossible to understand. In physics, it describes a point inside a black hole where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape, and the laws of physics no longer work the way we know them. In AI, mathematician Vernor Vinge was the first to coin the term technological singularity in his 1993 essay, The Coming Technological Singularity. He described a future in which AI surpasses human intelligence to a degree beyond our comprehension or control. The idea was later popularized by Ray Kurzweil, who predicts that by 2045, AI will reach a point where it is no longer just a tool for humans, but an independent, self-improving intelligence operating on a level far beyond human minds. Singularity represents a stage of AI development where progress will no longer be linear. Instead, AI will begin self-improving exponentially, rewriting its own code and becoming vastly more intelligent in a matter of hours or even minutes. However, this is also not the point where it stops, as AI will keep evolving into more and more powerful form until it reaches the omega point. Omega point is the idea that has been discussed by many philosophers and scientists who believe that if AI continues evolving beyond the singularity, it could become something akin to a universal superintelligence that governs everything. A stage where it becomes so advanced, so all-powerful, that it is indistinguishable from a godlike entity, an omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent AI. To understand this limitless intelligence and power, think of characters from movies like The Architect from The Matrix, an intelligence that designed and controls an entire simulated reality.
Who are you? I am the architect.
The term omega point was first proposed by the French philosopher who theorized that just like human evolution, intelligence is also evolving, and there will be a time when all the consciousness and intelligence in the universe will merge into one. And this final stage is the omega point. Later, mathematical physicist Frank Tipler expanded on this idea, suggesting that AI, or an advanced post-human intelligence, could reach a point where it essentially becomes God. At the omega point, AI would no longer be a machine, or even something we could interact with. It would be everywhere, embedded in the very fabric of reality. It could digitally resurrect human consciousness by scanning past data. This aligns with Nick Bostrom's simulation hypothesis, which suggests that if AI becomes powerful enough, it might create an entire simulated reality where we could all be living without even knowing it.
An ancestor simulation would be a very detailed computer simulation of people like their historical predecessors. A computer simulation so detailed that the simulated people would be conscious. The people simulated in the simulation would actually have experiences like we do. The second possibility is that of all the mature civilizations, they're just not interested in, they have other better things to do, with all their resources. They have powerful computers and all of that, but running simulations of their historical predecessors is just not anything that any of them is doing.
If you enjoyed today's video on Anonymous Official, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching and sticking with us.